Okay, folks, scale drawings. This is it. We're wrapping it up, this chapter. Okay, this is the last thing in this chapter. We're actually going to do a scale drawing next Wednesday of our classroom, but we'll do that in a bit. Or talk about that in a bit. Okay, let's look. It says a scale drawing is a drawing in which the measurements are proportional to the actual dimensions of the object. Okay? Now, scale drawings are used by many people, including architects, engineers, designers, builders, landscapers. Nice. The ratio of measurements in a scale drawing to the actual ratio means I'm going to write it as a fraction. To the actual measurements is called the scale factor. Okay? So I write the scale factor as a fraction. Now, in example number 1, it says the partial blueprint. Here, let's give ourselves a little bit more room here. The partial blueprint below has a scale factor of 1/8 inch to 1 foot. Okay. They want me to write that as a fraction? 1/8 inch to 1 foot. Okay. That looks kind of weird, but that's okay. We got it for now. All right. On the blueprint, the bedroom is 2/4 inches wide. So I write, the blueprint stuff goes on top, right? Because that's what I did over here. And on the bottom is the actual dimensions. How wide is the actual bedroom? Well, we don't know. It's going to be X feet, though. All right? Now, I know that whenever I have a proportion like this, I cross multiply. Well, I'm going to multiply the numbers I have. 1 times 2 1/4. Okay, that's 2 1/4. And then what do I do with 2 1/4? Well, I divide it by the number that I didn't use to multiply. So I need to divide by 1/8. Okay. Now this is asking us to go back and remember how to do division with fractions. And we know this. We know how to do this. All right? First thing, see why we don't like mixed numbers? Got to change that to a fraction. So 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 9/4. And remember, whenever we're dividing by a fraction, we're actually multiplying by the reciprocal. Oh, nice. Now, at this point, some of you may say, hey, you know what, Mr. C? I'd like to go ahead and cancel here. The 4 and the 8. 4 goes into 4 once. 4 goes into 8 twice. Now I'm ready to multiply, and I'm going to get 18 feet, right? 18 feet. Now you can do that. You can certainly do that. But some of you like to actually multiply and then reduce. So let's just multiply straight across. 9 times 8 is 72. 4 times 1 is 4. And then I need to reduce that, and 4 goes into 72. How many times do you think? 18. 18 what? Well, what was I looking for? 18 feet. Okay, so the bedroom is 18 feet from here to here. 18 feet. Nice. Very nice. Well, let's look at the next example. That was easy enough. Okay. Now, in example number 2, it says using a map. A placemat shows a map of Virginia, but no scale is given. Okay. You know the distance from Charlottesville to Richmond is about 70 miles. Okay, well here's Charlottesville to Richmond. That's about 70 miles. Okay. To find the distance from Charlottesville to Roanoke, so they want this distance, right? You use a ruler to measure the distances on the map, as shown below. Well, on the map it's 2.4 inches. Okay. Estimate the distance from Charlottesville to Roanoke. Well, I know that 1.5 inches gives me 70 miles, right? We know that from Charlottesville to Richmond, okay? How many miles, X miles, right, does 2.4 inches give us? Well, let's cross multiply. 2.4 times 70, I don't know what that is, but I have my calculator. And I can use that. 2.4 times 70 is going to give me 168, and I'm going to divide that by the number that I didn't use, 1.5. All right, divided by 1.5. No, that's not right. Divided by 1.5, and that gives me 112 miles. Right? Man, that was easy. Just set up a ratio, cross multiply and divide, or a proportion, and then cross multiply and divide. Excellent job, guys. I think you're ready. All right? Get started on your homework.